told him that you were the heart of the team and that you would learn something from each other.
Is that there are rich teams and there are poor teams. Then there's 50 feet of crap. And then there's us.
Here we are. Total Team Effort, episode 2.
Where are we?
We're live right here in the dungeon. Giving it all we got. A total team effort. I promise this week that this will be better video than the last one. I will put my time, heart, and talent into doing this upright.
We'll edit that part out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is never going to see the internet.
Oh, man. I was really giving it my all.
Yeah, well, you're the one editing, so don't be dumb.
Not going to be dumb.
Every time when you're here to take controls as I
Yes.
am taking the reins this week.
Kyle,
I have a bit of a story I wanted to recap from this past summer. But first of all, what I did want to say is, we forgot to mention this on air, TJ. We joked last week that old dick face over here would somehow find a way to screw up the video. Now, we talked about his shoddy editing job that we could have movie makered with one hand.
Or even Microsoft Painted.
Yeah, or Microsoft Paint and then made it a GIF. But what we neglected to talk about was that you did, Nate, totally butt-fuck the spelling on the YouTube video.
Oh, yeah. We did for...
I texted...
Okay, wait a minute. Kyle, take this back. Wait a minute. Okay. Here it is. I was using Final Cut Pro 10, and it has a feature where you can direct upload. I don't like it as much as 7. You can direct upload it to YouTube from your project, so you don't have to go through the hassle of going online and finding the file.
Is that where it manipulated your terrible spelling?
Yeah, did it type in a new title for you, or...
Will you let me explain?
No.
No.
So, it took a little while to figure out
it
it would finally work, because YouTube had this problem with how long our video was, and I figured it out. I typed in the title. I had put an extra O in by mistake.
Oh, is that all you did?
Mm-hmm.
I spelled person wrong.
You spelled catfish, catfeist.
Yeah.
It was catfeist in Perozone. It looks like...
Oh, that was the problem.
Yeah, both of them.
Teacher just kept telling me the person was wrong, and I caught person.
Didn't. I told you, this was the great part of Nate's sucking at life. Spells catfish right twice in the video, but then just fails so hard on the most important part.
The actual title. Nate, catfeist in Perozone, what is that?
Okay, I'll
tell you what it
I
is.
misspelled catfish. I only caught person, and I thought that's what TJ was ragging me on so hard was person, which I didn't quite understand because I had one extra O in because I was typing it up.
You know, honestly...
I fat-fingered it.
Honestly, TJ, all things considered, the editing job was what we joked about that we expected it to be anyway. What else were you really going to be able to do with... I mean, we don't have video of us being active, Nate. I mean,
right.
So I honestly didn't expect much. But when I saw that and then coupled it with the miserable title on the YouTube video, I could not believe my own eyes, and I lost it. I texted TJ immediately. I texted TJ because I wanted to switch it because I wanted to make the YouTube video live. I texted TJ and said, "You need to look at this right now." Like, immediately, to go to a computer.
And to be honest with you, my whole worries throughout the entire thing was, I'm going to misspell something.
And you did. You failed
and
miserably.
as soon as I got a text from TJ, I thought, slight chance he would say, "Man, this video looks awesome. I really love it.
Man.
We're gonna do awesome on it." And then it turned into, "You idiot."
Yeah, let me ask you something. If that truly was your biggest fear, why didn't you double check? Why didn't you triple check? Why didn't you just be like, "Oh, here's the video. Suck it, internet."
Because I assumed I spelled it right.
You know, this is what you get, considering we let you off the hook a little bit during the actual podcast.
Like we said, you're lucky this place sucks so much.
Yeah, so we had to finish up our ass beating in this death trap of microphones behind you. We've gone through 2. I'm using a third. This is just a terrible evening here at the radio station. I am
Here, guys, I gotta turn down the lights because we're a little too high and mighty behind TJ. He looks like an angel.
That's right.
Well, okay.
he still looks like an angel, but it's
I had
There's a spotlight right in.
Yeah. I had a sports-related story I wanted to talk about, and I like telling it because of the reaction. I have photos that I will upload to the Facebook page that you'll be able to see to accompany this video, or if tech guru Nate
send them
can
to me.
get
I'll
his
throw them
hands
in
on
there.
it, maybe he can throw a photo into a video presentation. I don't know. He might have to download like a PowerPoint program or something.
Dude, I don't know. That's pretty advanced for our guy.
I don't know if Final Cut 10 can handle that. I hear they're going to incorporate photos in 12.
Well, he's not allowed to use Final Cut.
That's right, Movie Maker. Movie Maker. So anyway, I played slow pitch softball for years now because that's my way of getting my youth sports out. That's the only way I can do it. I never played Little League. I never played sports in high school. I had to work to get a car, things like that. So I play slow pitch softball with my brother and other friends. But it was talked about when I was an intern on Free Beer and Hot Wings. Sports rage. I've thrown golf clubs into trees.
Oh, who hasn't?
I've nearly got tacked up twice and thrown out of intramural basketball games in college. Almost thrown out of softball games. It happens.
I understand you, dude. One of my favorite things to do is bury the putter in the green.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I lost 2 clubs in trees, so I am currently riding with a $1 3-iron and a $1 4-iron that I picked up out of the bargain bin because my anger got the best of me.
Those are the clubs that other sports rage people lose on the course.
Yeah, they do. And they get so mad, they're like, it's that club's fault. They're not going to take it with them. Those are the ones I use. But needless to say, I play slow pitch softball, and so we don't take it seriously, not overly serious, but we had a lot of new people join the team this year. So we're trying to hold a practice, get as many people together, just see where everybody was going to play their position this year. No big deal. However many people could show up, we'll just hit some fly balls around, see who wants to do what. About 6 people showed up, me and my brother. Those are the only 2 principals that really matter. But the problem that happened was no pitcher showed up. That's a pretty important position if you want to do some batting practice. Yes. I'm a big man. I stepped up to the plate. I decided I was going to pitch.
I thought everyone was supposed to be able to pitch in slow pitch.
Not as easy as you think, TJ.
No?
Not as easy as you'd think. Now, my brother, to describe him, because he is pertinent to this story, and he's probably watching this, so I'm sorry. I hope this doesn't make you feel bad, but it should. He is 6'6".
But by the way,
compared to me, yeah. By the way, go suck one. But he is 6'6" in comparison to me. I'm 5'11". A bit of a differential. He's a first baseman because he's too tall and lanky to really do anything else. Mm-hmm. So we put him at first base. He's good there. All the errant throws, he can just pluck out of the air 12 feet high, no issue.
Gets the long stretch.
Yeah, there's no problem at all. He works perfectly at first base. So I was practicing pitching and, kind of playing a little bit of the infield. And I threw a pitch, and I forget, another one of our teammates just hit a rather routine fly infield. I decided I'll chase this one down. It gets a little over me. I see it. I'm chasing it. I'm watching it come over my head. I yell clearly, distinctly, at least twice. Got it! I got it! Got it! That is the last vision I have is of me close to the ball before my brother's elbow, which happens to be height proportionate to my 5'11" frame, into the bridge of my nose. And I immediately feel blood pouring everywhere. And it's that spot in the nose where it's water in your eyes. You can't see. I mean, it hit the bridge. Your eyes are watering. You're not going to be able to see anything. I was woozy because elbow hit nose, also forehead, probably a concussion out of it. It's not going to do any more damage than I already have. But so his elbow makes contact, and I go, oh, boy, that's bad. And I didn't know I was bleeding right away until my brother, he had a sleeveless on over his shirt, a sleeveless shirt on over his regular shirt, comes over and goes, oh, boy. And he immediately takes the shirt off. And I go, what? He goes, you're bleeding all over. I go, what? And
you're messing up the field, idiot.
Yeah, this is good gravel, you dick. So, and he immediately puts this on my nose. And then when I put it on my nose, I realize, oh, hey, ground, why are you twirling around like a merry-go-round right now? I want to fall over. I feel like I've drank like a 30-pack. I feel terrible. So I go over to the bench, and I got one of our teammates like, oh, It's not broken.
That's what everyone says
And
when
I was
something
like,
like this happens.
oh man, oh I hope not. So at this point, I wasn't planning on going back out in the field, but at this point, I can just sit there. I'll ride it out. It's not feeling any better. I hurt. It's bleeding. I can't see. I'm in some serious pain. So finally, I take the shirt off, and I will never forget this because I grabbed my nose because I wanted to see it. I wanted to know what it was like, and the only way I can compare it is to like if you were squeezing a bag of glass shards, because I went like this, and I've never my nose crumbled like Noel Nerlens' knee.
Dude, that's worse than swellage and drainage. Dude, I do not have the stomach for this kind of stuff. I'm not like free beer pass out, but this kind of stuff makes my skin.
My nose crumbled when I grabbed it. I go, that's
Stop
broken.
using those
That is absolutely broken. There's no question in my mind that my nose is broken at this point.
What I love about nose breakage is it's always. I don't think anyone knows what a broken nose looks like because everyone's first response is, your nose is fine.
It doesn't look like his nostrils are over here.
Right.
It must be okay.
He doesn't have bones spilling out of his nostril.
Last time I checked, your nose bends in those crazy angles like that. Yeah.
So I had to go to urgent care, and so there's another embarrassing photo. I have a photo of myself, and the only reason I took this is not because I wanted to show other people, because my eyes were they were already swelling, and they were just water. I mean, they were teared up everywhere. I had to take a picture of myself so I could say, "Hey,
selfie."
How bad?" Yeah, I did like a MySpace mirror pose,
like a bizarro selfie.
Did you have the duck lips?
Like.
Did the duck lips?
Yeah, duck lips and peace sign.
Yeah, and so that you'll see that picture right now. and then I took another embarrassing photo to send to my brother to semi-make him feel bad, semi-show him the state of my shame. When I was at urgent care, there's a line. It's not the ER. It wasn't a life-threatening nose.
You had to wait for all the losers that have the sniffles.
So I had to wait for loser mom 1 and 2 who don't know how to handle a sniffle for their kid, so they take them to urgent care. All right, whatever, horseshit parent. I'll wait for your stupid excuse. So they bring me in, and I'm bleeding, so they need to stop the bleeding. So this Jimmy rig that these assholes at urgent care rigged up is a bandage that's like this long with a piece of tape over the top. So I've got a bandage just going right.
It's like that would have done you good before you broke your nose.
Yeah.
It would have been basically it was like padding for your nose.
So now I'm still sitting behind dickhead kids with sniffles, and now they're all staring at me because, oh, hey ma, why is that weirdo wiener kid got?
You know what I would have done? Gone over and bled on them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey mom, I've been
nice
really promiscuous with other men too, and I just throw my blood all over their kids. That's the only way I should have handled my crumpled nose.
There's nothing worse than urgent care sports injuries, because when I went scuba diving over the summer, and I had a really bad ear infection. I thought I tore my eardrum because how bad it was. I went in. I had to wait in front of 2 sports injuries. The first one looked really bad. Dude's ankle just looked all zigzaggy, which I'm like, that kid needs to go before me. Next kid that came in, fatty white kid that's playing middle school basketball, says he sprained his hand.
Oh, get out!
While he's playing his mom's touchscreen iPhone, and then he goes and he pulls out his PlayStation Portable and he's playing with it, and I'm like, what a bitch.
Oh.
I think I have a torn eardrum, and you're saying your hand hurts.
Yeah.
Probably because you don't want to exercise. Go to a candy bar, you fatso.
That's the only exercise he gets, is lifting the Snickers bar up to his fat face.
Yeah. Well, it initially started off as not. The doctor said, "Oh, it's a break, but it's not terrible. I still needed to have surgery to fix it." Turns out I had surgery. They told my girlfriend, who was in the waiting room with me that day, because none of my family loves me enough to go.
Not even your dick brother.
Doctor, yeah. They come out to meet her in the waiting room while I'm still under. They go, "Oh yeah, that was actually a really bad break in there." Come on.
Turns out when you crumpled your nose together, didn't help, man.
I was in literally a plaster cast for a full week. A plaster nose cast for a full week walking around in public.
That's hot.
Absolutely embarrassed. The only way I can describe it is this. The inside of my nose looked like, when you get done with a bag of cheese curls? Just the
No.
dust.
Oh my.
My nose was
God.
cheese curl.
So you're the $6 million man.
Yeah.
But
They
only
rebuilt
instead of
this.
cool like leg, speed legs
Yeah.
and power arms, you just got
Yeah, except for they
a new nose.
They rebuilt the worst part of you.
Yeah, so my nose was rebuilt from cheese curl dust, and now I can tell when there's going to be a thunderstorm.
You can tell when Cheetos are going on sale.
So now I can. I went from cheese curl dust to weather prognosticator, so that's good for me. So that's the story of my broken nose.
Dude, no one ever thinks it's broken at first.
No, and that's Nobody wants to think it's broken. Everybody wants. Oh yeah, you probably just hit it the wrong way.
You should probably go chase a fly ball. Here you go, get it.
Like, I will never forget in my ear as it hit. The pop in my nose.
Isn't that the worst sound though? When you know you're hurt and you hear it and you're like, oh boy.
That's the first thing I said. As soon as boom, collision was made, I came up and go, it's broken. It's broken. My brother looks, it was.
Yeah, my brain's spilling out of my
Disaster.
face. I'm pretty sure it's broken, guys. It's not supposed to do that.
Yeah, that was a crazy, crazy sports
Well,
injury.
we can only hope for more of that this summer here.
Absolutely.
Maybe get
From
some
cheese
some
curl
payback.
dust to thunderstorm prognosticator, my nose.